and welcome to the news today on Persian Radio and Television. I am Evelyn Clifford Harry. Here are the major news headlines. NLC threatens total shutdown if protesters are attacked. DHQ dismisses coup rumor. Indomitable lionesses in Abuja to beat Super Falcons. Guinea's junta lifts internet restrictions. Now full details of the news. The Nigeria Labour Congress has threatened to shut down its services all over the country if Labour members are attacked during its planned two-day protest beginning February 27, 2024. The Labour, in a statement signed by its president, Joe Ajaero, says there is no going back on the planned industrial action. The NLC says the federal government must put on its thinking cap and implement its agreement with the organized labor, as well as address the mounting economic crisis of survival in Nigeria. Despite subtle pressure from the government for the group not to embark on the planned strike, the NLC said its members won't be cowed to shelve their proposed nationwide protest. The first regional vice president of West African Action Network on Small Arms, WANSA, Mr. Martin Igwe, has called on Nigerians to support the Nigerian Customs Service under the leadership of Bashir Adewale Adeniyi in their fight against proliferation of small arms in Nigeria. In a press statement signed by Igwe Martin, Regional First Vice President, WANSA, made available to newsmen, the statement pointed out that it remains disturbing to note that about 1,500 land border crossing into Nigeria, only 114 covering 4,000 square kilometers had approved control posts with a coastline of 774 kilometers, which are largely unmoored. Adding that these are the areas criminal elements exploit to unleash crime to innocent Nigerians. The Nigerian army has said the rumors of a possible coup against the President Bola Tinubu administration is fake news. According to reports, there were rumors claiming that the presidential guards have been placed on high alert over suspicion of a coup plot in Nigeria. The report says key brigades were under watch as the commander of the Presidential Guards Brigade, Colonel Adebisi Onasanya, held meetings with Tinubu and his chief of staff, Femi Gbagbaamila. However, the Nigerian army quoted one of such reports on their official X page and wrote fake news. On the sport news, Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon head coach Jean-Baptiste Bissek says his side has what it takes to beat the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Bissek's side failed to make home advantage count when they hosted the Super Falcons in the first leg of the 2024 Olympic Games third-round qualifier last Friday. Cameroon were held to a 0-2-0 draw in the game, ahead of the second leg slated for the Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja. Today, Bissek has issued a warning to the nine-time African champions. And on the international news, the military authorities in Guinea have lifted restrictions on internet access, which were imposed 3 months ago and sparked protests residents observed overnight. The move came a day after trade unions in the West African country announced an unlimited general strike from Monday to pressure the ruling junta to release a prominent media activist, cut food prices, and restore internet access. The military, which seized power in a coup in 2021, had said the internet restrictions were needed because of a security problem. Up next is the entertainment news with Samuel Idoga.
Thank you very much, Evelyn. And on the entertainment news, Julian Austin joins Yul Oduchi on his life ministration, advises young girls about wayward lives. Amid the current economic hardship in Nigeria, veteran Nollywood actor Kanayo has warned Igbos over the planned nationwide strike. over the planned nationwide protest against President Bola Tinubu-led federal government. Kanayo gave the warning in a viral video shared on his Instagram page on Saturday night while reacting to the economic hardship in the country. The actor warned that the Igbos are usually the target in everything in Nigeria, hence the need for the Indigbos to sing along with Davido's unavailable song. While describing the economic crisis as unfortunate, Kanayo stated that the Igbos cannot be trusted with leadership power in Nigeria. They can also not be trusted with protest. Moving on, controversial Nollywood couple Yael Odochie and his wife Jodie Austin have once again sparked a massive social media uproar with their recent Sunday evening ministrations. Days after Yael has announced that Jodie Austin was to be a guest preacher on his YouTube ministration TV. On Sunday evening, February 26, 2024, Jodie Austin joined her husband during service where she spoke about adultery and fornication. During the sermon, Judy was heard advising young ladies to stay away from adultery, especially when they are in the university. During the service, young Adochie's wife advised young girls to avoid a wayward life. She shared profound message on why young ladies must avoid living a wayward life, which they are most skeptical to falling into during the university days. She noted that when in school, girls should focus on what they are in school for and shouldn't be living in a man's house at the stage of their life. And that will be that about the entertainment news. Over to you, Evelyn.
Thank you, Samuel. That's much of a news. And with that, we end the news today on Procyon Radio and Television. I am Evelyn Clifford Harry. You can watch us on our YouTube channel at Procyon RTV. You can also get the latest news on our website at www.procyonnews.com. Do not forget to also like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production crew, thank you for watching. Keep shining like the star you are.